Let's add our post method. Let's copy it. Let's say HTTP post. And here will be my user VM. Let's map our user VM. Let's say mapper user VM. It will map from user VM to my map from my user VM to my user entity. Now I'll have a nullable user. And if the user dot ID is equals to 0, if it is equals to 0, I will, so this is a new user. I will call my user repository and save, create my user. Else, I will go to my user repository and update my user. Let's wait for that. Let's say temp data dot the success temp data. Let's say the operation occurred successfully. Let's return the redirect to action. Let's redirect to action to my index view. In the index view, we must add this like a model or a tooltip to say my operation occurred successfully, but I will do that in future lectures. Let's add a try here. Let's add a catch here or exception. If we have a logger, we would log this exception to see what's wrong, but here I'll just go to my temp data. Here is success. I'm using my language, I'm sorry. Let's say error. And the operation has failed. And here I will return my view, so the user can see what's wrong and do some more thing or call the support. All right, let's see if this is correct. Let's create a new user here. Let's say Guilherme Guimar at example.com 1 2 3 4 5. See if it will have validation. Address, I'll just say test, and he will not be an admin. Let's save. Our model state's not valid. Perhaps I'm not calling my CDN. Let's stop it. To fix this, we must call our validation scripts partial on our view. We can call this validation scripts partial on our layout because we every time or almost every time want this jQuery validation in our view, but I will call here just in my edit view. Let's say partial, and the name will be this. Here I have an error. I said text dark, it's text danger to be red. Let's copy it all the way through. Now everything should be correct. Let's go to our admin, users, create a user. Let's save. I think it hasn't called my validation scripts partial. Yes, it has called. The name field is required, the email is required. Let's say Gmorg. Belarmy password is 1234567. Let's say it's not an admin. Let's save. Must include a Gmail. Let's save. And now we saved our entity. Here we have the Guilherme, the name, the email, the address, and false. It's not an admin. But if you pay attention, let's go to create. If I save now, you'll see my validation scripts is kind of awkward because if I start typing here, the field name is required should be gone. That's because when we're calling a script in our view, we must say section, scripts, and inside the scripts, we call our scripts. Let's reload our screen. Let's go to creation again. If I start typing and then now my validation script is correct. Here in the password, same thing. But before I store my password in database, we must hash it. Let's save. In my user VM, here we have my password, and in my user, I have my password. I cannot save this password. I must hash it first. To hash our password, we can't call this reverse map because we just want to hash our password from user VM to user entity. So I will let this create map here intact. I will just take out this reverse map. I will create a new map for my user VM. Will be my source to my user entity. Let's say for member, the destination will be dest password. The option will be map from. The source we want bycrypt library net bycrypt hash password will be my source dot password. Let's see if everything is correct. Let's start our application. Let's go to an existing user list. Let's edit a random password. And now my password is encrypted. And this is enough for this lecture. Next lecture, I'm gonna create a delete action to my list. And see you again next lecture.